February is almost here, and as Valentine's Day is just around the corner too, I have some games that you'll fall in love with this month. Whether you are ready for crafting some perfume or starting a brand new adventure on a tropical island, there is going to be something for everyone. Don't forget to like and also subscribe if you want more cozy game content, but let's get into all of the new cozy games releasing in February 2026. First up, we have one of the games I'm most excited for this month, maybe even this year. This is, of course, Star Sand Island. I played this demo way back when and I really enjoyed it. And even though it was just a demo, it did feel like the game has a lot to offer. Star Sand Island has been talked about quite frequently within the cozy gaming space over the past few months, but if it is new to you, then this is an open world life simulation game. Your game will start as you return to your childhood home for a simpler life, and you will soon find yourself doing a variety of gentle activities such as farming, mining, fishing, foraging, and ranching. The game has a pretty comprehensive decorating and building system too, so you can create your perfect home. Beyond your backyard, there is also a whole island to explore, and there are over 40 NPCs to befriend and romance. As the map is so big, you will also need a vehicle to get around. You'll start off with a skateboard, but don't worry, there are plenty of options to upgrade later on. When playing the demo, it gave me similar vibes to the Story of Seasons franchise, but it definitely has a lot more content than some of the older titles. If you are wanting to try this one for yourself, it will be coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch on February 1st, so not long to wait. If puzzle games are your thing, then tiny biomes may be for you. In this game, the natural order has been disrupted, and it's your job to rotate the different tiles so that water, snow, or lava can flow correctly and bring life back to the area. There are 3 challenging but satisfying biomes, all with 50 unique levels that gradually get harder over time. The fewer moves you make, the more stars you will receive, so think about that carefully. The graphics are clear and not overly fussy, which is good as it will be coming to the Switch, so a nice one to enjoy whilst playing handheld. It will also be coming to the PlayStation, Xbox, and it will be launching on February 4th. The Nintendo Switch price is advertised at £4.49 or $4.99 if you are in the US. Up next, we have Hermit and Pig, which I featured in last month's video. However, it was delayed until February 5th. This one is a humorous RPG following the story of a pig and a reclusive human who set out one morning to forage mushrooms. However, an unexpected encounter put them in the middle of a conspiracy involving the local factory, a giant mushroom, and some suspicious forces. Instead of fighting to the death in this one, you'll actually experience social anxiety in the turn-based battles, which will be filled with awkward dialogue. If you want something comical this month, you'll be able to find Hermit and Pig on Steam. Also launching on February 5th is the reimagined classic Japanese RPG, Dragon Quest VII. Originally released back in 2000, this isn't just a visual upgrade, it's a ground-up reworking of this beloved adventure game. Players can expect refined turn-based combat, a more accessible narrative which will include new story content and character interactions, plus there is major quality of life improvements such as battle speed settings and auto battle options. For those of you that have never experienced the original, the story follows a fisherman's son who begins to question what lies beyond his quiet life on a peaceful island. While searching for answers, you and your companions are swept back through time, uncovering the truth that the entire lands have been sealed away. It soon becomes your mission to restore the world, traveling through portals, solving mysteries, and bringing lost regions back into the present. This one will be coming to the Nintendo Switch and PC. While the official release date is February 5th, players who pre-purchase the game will gain early access 2 days ahead of the launch. Also coming on February 5th is Tailor Simulator, which will be entering early access. This one looks like it's going to be perfect for budding sewers, which isn't really something we see in the cozy gaming space, surprisingly. You'll be able to run your very own tailoring workshop, from taking customers' orders to creating designs yourself. There is going to be a lot to manage. A standout feature is the dedicated mini game that walks you through every step of bringing a garment to life, including cutting the fabric, sewing, and adding those final finishing touches like buttons and appliques. Beyond clothing customization, you'll also be able to design your perfect shop layout and make sure your shelves stay fully stocked. There are countless simulation games out there, but this one is one that I haven't really seen before, and I'm generally intrigued by the depth of the clothing design options. Tailor Simulator will be available on Steam, and there is currently a demo you can try out. As a big cat fan, I'm excited for this next game. This is Per Plate, and here you become the owner of a special restaurant filled with lots of cat staff. Set in the woodland, you can use the variety of different building components to build the perfect restaurant and then get to cooking up treats for the locals. There will be a seasonal menu to rotate, and you can also boost your tips by allowing your cat staff to sing for customers. There is a little bit of strategy here, as you will need to ensure your cats can get to the customers as quickly as possible, so think about your layout. Per Plate looks adorable, and I do love a good cooking game, so hopefully this one is as good as it looks. Up next is a very different cooking game, and this one will appeal to you if you like to mix cozy gameplay with kind of a sprinkling of creepiness. And if that's you, let me introduce you to Creature Kitchen. This game is all about cooking meals for the local wildlife, but there is a twist. Your kitchen is tucked away in a mysterious, slightly eerie house in the woods. And yes, that raccoon is staring deep into your soul. If you can get past that, you'll be able to explore both the house and surrounding woodlands to hunt for ingredients and recipes, improve your cooking skills, and attempt to complete all 40 available dishes. There is also a photo album to fill with memories along the way, which does add a surprisingly wholesome touch. The graphics are intentionally styled after a 2000s game, so if it looks a little bit old school, it's very much intentional. Perhaps the tailor wasn't for you, but what about if you fancy mixing up your very own scents? You can do just that in Perfume Atelier. This is another simulator with adorable cartoon graphics, but this time it's all about blending essences to create perfect perfumes and selling your creations to a wide range of customers. It's not just about making sure everyone smells nice, you also have to flex your creative muscles by designing the perfect perfume bottles too. As a shopkeeper, you'll take on smaller tasks as well, such as helping customers with their specific requests, wrapping bottles, and also preparing testers. Master the craft and you'll unlock new recipes and discoveries as you build your perfume empire. Perfume Atelier will be launching on February 7th on Steam. Goblin Sushi is up next, and I'm not entirely sure how I feel about goblins preparing my sushi, but this one does look like a lot of fun. This game blends cooking mechanics with roguelike elements for something a little bit different. You can expect a huge selection of sushi variations. There is a twist though. Some of these ingredients are sourced straight from a cave, so think caterpillars, slugs, and even toads. So this one might not be for you if you are squeamish. It's not just the ingredients that are a little strange either. Your customers come in all goblins shapes and sizes, and some of them aren't even goblins at all. To truly master the shop, you'll need to expand and upgrade everything. Just don't forget that your rent still needs to be paid on time. Goblin Sushi will be entering early access on February 9th. Back in 2016, Chromagun released, but now it's time for the sequel, Chromagun 2 Die Hard. I see what they did there. In this sci-fi puzzle adventure, you can shoot paint, mix colors, and solve intricate puzzles. It feels like a little bit of a mix between Slime Rancher and Portal, as you'll be required to shoot paint onto surfaces to unlock new paths and activate switches, and also occasionally neutralize enemies. In between completing puzzles, you can enjoy the light-hearted, witty story that runs throughout. If you fancy yourself as a puzzle expert, there are also advanced challenges that are more complex and may include hazardous environmental elements. There is also colorblind accessibility mode for those of you that may need it. Chromagun 2 is releasing on February 12th and it will be coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox and the Switch. Little Gator Game is a wildly popular adventure cozy game, and if you have enjoyed this one for yourself, then you may be happy to hear that also on February 12th they are launching a DLC. This DLC is called Little Gator Game in the Dark, and it will be filled with new content. You will be able to explore a mysterious cave, which is a sprawling network of underground caverns filled with glow stick lights, hidden nooks, treasure and critters. Along the way, there are also new friends and characters to meet. Some may even have quests. Little Gator will also be able to now double jump, which means even more movement opportunities. You'll be able to play the DLC on whatever platform you have the original game on, which is good news. Also on February 12th, we have Fields of Fortune, which will be entering early access. This is a farming simulator that will combine all of the fun farming activities you can think of with automation, which makes things a little bit less grindy. You'll have plenty of space to look after animals and to grow crops, and either harvest them by hand or let your machines help. You'll have a trusty bot that can help you chop trees, plant saplings, and send the wood straight to your sawmill. Your machines will also help you to craft items. Aside from your farm and working hard, you can also head into town to complete town quests or set sail to find hidden treasures and collect lots of resources. Although the graphics may not be anything too special, the gameplay does appear to be relaxing and may offer a little bit of a change from your traditional farming simulator. The demo is currently still available if you want to give Fields of Fortune a try. There is no denying that sheep are adorable, and if you like them too, you can try out the game Sheep and Love. After recently moving to the French Pyrenees Mountains, you have one goal: to raise cute sheep and sell wool at the local markets, and maybe fall in love too. You'll be able to meet the locals and get to know them, even romance one of the singletons. There are 8 possible endings and 3 romances, and yes, before you ask, gender does not matter here. The graphics are a little bit quirky and they do include some real life embroidery, which is pretty unique. Sheep and Love can be found on Steam. If you love farming sims but you're tired of the same old storylines, Scaling Up might be worth checking out. This farming and ranching sim comes with a twist, as instead of traditional animals, you're actually running your own snake ranch. You play as a small dragon and you can build your ranch from the ground up. Each day you'll care for your snakes, collecting scales and other droppable resources. There are also plenty of different colors and breeds to raise, giving you lots of variety as your ranch expands. If things start to feel a little bit overwhelming, there is also automation as an option, allowing snakes to pull their weight and help out with the daily task. You can also send the snakes out on expeditions, which will allow them to bring back useful items. In the research lab, you'll unlock new upgrades and discover new snake types. On top of that, you can also decorate your ranch, customize your space, and enjoy changing seasons. The developers have been advertising the release date of February 12th, though Steam currently lists it as February 13th, so it may be something to do with the time zone differences on that one. Either way, this one is one to keep your eye on, especially if you are a snake lover. If you love the board game Cluedo, then you'll be able to bring that gameplay to life with Clue: Murder by Death. Set in 1930s England, a man has died, and it comes down to you to figure out who is the culprit. But you only have 120 minutes before the police arrive. As you move through the sprawling manor, you will have to interrogate suspects, examine evidence, and connect the clues. Everything you are told and discover will form part of the investigation, but be careful who you trust. Due to the choices you make having great influence, there are multiple endings, which is great for replayability. Throughout, you will also be able to experience the cute 3D graphics, a little bit of dark humor, and some vintage charm. Clue will be available on consoles, including the Switch and PC, and it launches on February 13th. One of the big releases of 2025 was Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, which originally released onto the Switch and PC, but now it'll be launching onto the PlayStation and Xbox on February 13th. If you're unfamiliar, this is an RPG with farming and village building, where the story focuses on restoring the fractured land of Azuma after a celestial collapse. Pricing for this game does vary due to the different editions that are available and obviously the different platforms, so be sure to check which one is best for you if you do have that option. Also on February 13th, Monster Lab Simulator will be coming into early access. In this game, you get to live out your dreams of becoming a mad scientist. Not sure if anyone has actually dreamed of that, but if you have, you can live them out in this game. As a scientist, you purchase eggs to evolve and grow an army of unique creatures in your very own lab. Once you have a squad you are happy with, you can then take them into battles. If you are a completionist, there are lots of recipes and combinations that will allow you to complete your collection. Lab upgrades will also allow you to experiment with new high-tech products and expand your lab area too. But whatever you do, don't forget to look after your animals, as they may get themselves into some trouble. The final game releasing on February 13th is Reanimal. Warning, this game is a little darker and a lot more eerie than most cozy games. However, it has been created by the creators of Little Nightmares series, which I know some of you have enjoyed, albeit I'm not sure if they really class as cozy in some circles as well. But in this game, you play as a brother and sister who are attending to rescue their friends and escape an island that they used to consider their home. The world itself is a little twisted and dark, and you will come head to head with monsters, so prepare yourself for that. This one won't be for everyone, but if you are a cozy gamer who occasionally loves a little bit of darkness, then you can play this one on PC, PS5 and Xbox. February really does seem to be the month for early access games, and up next we have Astro Botanica, which is another one launching into early access. This is a sci-fi survival game set in prehistoric times. Here you play as a highly intelligent botanist on a mission to collect rare seeds that are needed to save your home planet. The flora on this planet will also be the key to your survival, and you will need to learn to grow the plants for food, medicine, and securing a supply of carbon dioxide that you need to breathe. The world is also filled with Neanderthals that may need your help, and you will also need to build yourself a home to protect yourself from the elements and the wildlife. There is a whole lot more to this game, including puzzles, a skill path, and of course, plenty of exploration. If you want to try this one out for yourself, it will be launching on February 16th, and if you're lucky, the demo may still be live. The latest installment of 100 Cats will be dropping on February 16th too, and it will be entering early access also. This one is themed in space, and in addition to finding the cats, you will also have to colour them. There is now the option to play with a friend in the online co-op mode, and with over 1,000 cats to find across 10 different maps, this one will sure to keep you entertained for a while if you love a good hidden object game. The long-awaited Seclusa will also be releasing on February 16th, and this is Pokemon Snap meets real-life safari. You play as a young photographer on a mission to capture the wildlife of East Africa with their camera. As you progress, you unlock new locations and animals to snap, and you will also find upgrades that will affect your final photos. This game promises relaxing and stress-free gameplay with wonderful animal encounters that will be immersive due to the beautiful surroundings and also the original soundtrack. After a long development period, I really hope this one has been worth the wait. Next we have Placid Plastic Deck, A Quiet Quest. This is a story-driven adventure from the creators of Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, but this game is heavily revolving around cards. You play as Zoe, who is a teenage girl on a mission to make it up to her best friend, and there is only one way to do that: participate in the card tournament and win the grand prize. Zoe has just one problem: she is not good at cards. On the way to the competition, you will meet memorable characters, explore various locations, and enjoy the card game, which features, you guessed it, ducks only. You'll be able to enjoy the ducky cards from the 17th of February. Another game launching on February 17th is Roach Post. This one is described as a roguelike puzzle where you can lick postage stamps of all different shapes and sizes and glue them onto parcels to collect points and ship them off. You play as a novice postman and you have been tasked with the job of repairing an abandoned post office with your own staff of little roach workers. Don't worry, they're not your normal cockroaches, they are cute. There will also be customers to serve and you can choose who gets priority. Roach Post will be available on Steam. Next, we are skipping forward a few days for a Switch release. This one is Maid Cafe on Electric Street, and this is a story-focused adventure game set in Osaka and focuses on the heartwarming story of daily life within the cafe. You'll play as a maid who has recently undertaken the manager role in the cafe. You'll have to get to grips with running the cafe, which will include serving customers, allocating work to your staff, and finding new coffee recipes to experiment with. Outside of work, there are a variety of stores to visit, allowing you to go shopping and enjoy life around town. Maid Cafe on Electric Street is already out on PC, but the Switch release will be coming on February 26th. I never thought I would be talking about a cozy game that features socks, but here we are. This is Together Forever. We all know the pain of finding an odd sock after doing the laundry, and this game is all about reuniting those missing socks. Expect lots of relaxing and satisfying gameplay without having to actually deal with the smell of stinky socks. There are over 500 possible combinations of socks, including different colors, patterns, and sizing. Together Forever will also be launching on Steam on the 27th. We haven't really had any decorating games this month, but the next one here may fall into that category. This is Stickers Please, and here you can decorate your very own locations and rooms with, of course, your sticker pack. You can use as many stickers as you like, and there is no placement constraints, allowing you to flip and rotate to your heart's content. Again, this one is also coming on February 27th. And after all those early access launches, we finally have a game that is leaving early access and entering into 1.0. This is the city builder with a twist, Leysara Summit Kingdom. As the title suggests, the settlement here is built high above the skies in a mountain, which presents players with its own challenges and hazards. If you're tired of endlessly building your standard old cities on a plain, level field, then this one will definitely be something a bit different. Leysara will also be coming to consoles, but you'll be able to find it on Steam already at a price point of $20.99 US. We also have a couple of games that don't have confirmed release dates this month, but they are shown as potentially releasing in February, so maybe just take these with a pinch of salt. First up, we have Let Me Play, which is a little narrative game all about the theatrics. This game explores what happens when the play fails to start and nothing appears to work. In this short game, you'll be able to make choices and choose character dialogues to see what impact they have. There are multiple endings, so you can test all of the different options for yourself. And finally, we have Yumi Roof, which is a slow-paced sandbox game set on the rooftop of a Japanese apartment building. You don't have to worry about managing anything or combat here. Instead, you can just sit back and freely customize the roof of the apartment building. You can use a variety of different furniture and building parts to create your own sanctuary in the city. So there we have it. There is every game you need to know about releasing this February. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which one you're most excited for, but I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye bye!